Romans chapter 1, verses 18 through 23. Easy to read version. All people have done wrong. Verse 18. God shows his anger from heaven against all the evil and wrong things that people do. Their evil lives hide the truth they have. Verse 19. This makes God angry because they have been shown what he is like. Yes, God has made it clear to them. Verse 20. There are things about God that people cannot see. His eternal power and all that makes him God. But since the beginning of the world, those things have been easy for people to understand. They are made clear in what God has made. So people have no excuse for the evil they do. Verse 21. People knew God, but they did not honor him as God, and they did not thank him. Their ideas were all useless. There was not one good thought left in their foolish minds. Verse 22. They said they were wise, but they became fools. Verse 23. Instead of honoring the divine greatness of God, who lives forever, they traded it for the worship of idols, things made to look like humans who get sick and die, or like birds, animals, and snakes. Romans chapter 1, verses 24 through 27. Easy to read version. Verse 24. People wanted only to do evil, so God left them and let them go their sinful way. And so they became completely immoral and used their bodies in shameful ways with each other. Verse 25. They traded the truth of God for a lie. They bowed down and worshipped the things of God, the things God made, instead of worshiping the God who made those things. He is the one who should be praised forever. Amen. Verse 26. Because people did those things, God left them and let them do the shameful things they wanted to do. Women stopped having natural sex with men and started having sex with other women. Verse 27. In the same way, men stopped having natural sex with women and began wanting each other all the time. Men did shameful things with other men, and in their bodies they received the punishment for those wrongs. Romans chapter 1, verses 28 through 32. Easy to read version. Verse 28. People did not think it was important to have a true knowledge of God. So God left them and allowed them to have their own worthless thinking. And so they do what they should not do. Verse 29. They are filled with every kind of sin, evil, greed, and hatred. They are full of jealousy, murder, fighting, lying, and thinking the worst things about each other. They gossip. Verse 30. And say evil things about each other. They hate God. They are rude, proud, and brag about themselves. They invent ways of doing evil. They don't obey their parents. Verse 31. They are foolish. They don't keep their promises, and they show no kindness or mercy to others. Verse 32. They know God's law says that anyone who lives like that should die. But they not only continue to do these things themselves, but they also encourage others who do them. 1 John chapter 3, verse 18, easy to read version. Verse 18, my children, our love should not be only words and talk. No, our love must be real. We must show our love by the things we do. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 8, International Children's Bible, verse 8, most importantly, love each other deeply. Love has a way of not looking at others' sin. Romans chapter 12, verse 18, easy to read version, verse 18, do the best you can to live in peace with everyone. Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 through 2, easy to read version. Be careful about criticizing others. Verse 1, don't judge others, and God will not judge you. Verse 2, if you judge others, you will be judged the same way you judge them. God will treat you the same way you treat others.